It took 3 days for these dahlias to completely be done drying out. I think that's amazing. I almost did not make this video because, as you can tell outside, well, you cannot really tell, but it's cloudy. It is really dark. I had to get my artificial lights here, and I normally don't like this look, but it is what it is. I really want to show you how I am going to be taking all of these dahlias, all of these fresh dahlia blooms that I took or that I put in this container 3 days ago. And I was just doing the math in my head, and you saw that video yesterday because it just got posted yesterday on YouTube. So even though it was just yesterday, these guys have been here for 3 days. And as I mentioned on that video, I am not one to do this kind of drying for my flowers. I normally just hang them. But this is my first time trying silica gel, and I wasn't sure how long to leave them here. I checked on some places, and some said 2 days, 3 days, 7 days, up to 2 weeks. So depending how big the blooms are, how much moisture they have, the conditions of the room where you have your silica gel and all of that is going to depend how many days you leave them in the silica gel. So knowing that, I was here like literally every day checking just to see if anything changed in the gel itself. I did see a little bit of change happening in some of the gels because I used 2 kinds. So I wasn't really sure which one was supposed to change color. I also didn't take note of that. But I was afraid to leave them there for too long because I read that if you leave them there for too long, the flowers can just fall apart. Like they just get too dry and they just fall apart. So literally like an hour ago, I came here, I opened this thing, and I took one from the corner, which is this guy. I'm going to show you a close-up here in a minute. But this guy is completely dry. It is very papery, and you guys, it's beautiful. Like, it's beautiful. So I am going to bring you close. I am going to take all of the blooms out, and if you're wondering about how I did all of this, super simple. You basically just put the cut blooms in there, put layers of gel in between them, make sure that everything is covered. But if you want to check that video, literally go back to yesterday and it will be on my channel. This is the one that I took out just to check. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm gonna bring it close to my mic. It is very papery. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? I think that's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. This is another one that I took as well from it. I mean, that's a dahlia right there. Look at the color. I'm just using one of these tools. Look at that. This is completely dry. Oh, I remember this one. I'm going to show you a clip of when I put this one. I know exactly which one this is. Here it is. Okay, these things are like paper. Literally, they're like paper. The only thing that I'm doing is that I am trying to tilt the sand to one side so that I can expose a little bit of the side of the flower so that I can just pull it. Look at that. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Okay, I know this is a big one. This is some of the Russian sage can't say that very well. Russian sage. And this guy here, oh my gosh. Oh yeah, these are ready. These are definitely ready. I think that maybe 2 days. Next time, I think that if I use the same type of sand, I think 2 days is going to be a good time. Look at this. Look at that. Almost looks fresh, but it's completely dry. I mean, wow. Look at that. Okay, this is the side where all of my Russian sage was. And it is, I mean, the Russian sage is definitely falling apart already. Can you see all these petals of the Russian sage? Yep. Okay, there's one more here. Okay, so note for next time, I am definitely not going to do Russian sage next time. It's just not worth it. Oh, look at this. Oh. This is one of my purple ones. Oh, beautiful. This. That almost looks fake to me. Okay, so this one is one of the dahlia blooms that it wasn't quite open. It wasn't quite open, and I can feel that it's a little bit heavier. Like the flowers don't weigh anything, but this guy, I think because of all of the moisture inside, it's kind of heavier, and I can feel it. I can definitely tell that this guy still is not quite dry. I'm just going to discard this, but note for myself for the next time, don't do buds that are barely opening, because those will probably need more than 3 days. Look at this, beautiful. Look at that. This is one of my dark color ones that I put in there, and it got a little bit darker, but I mean, I don't care. Look at that. It's beautiful. Okay, some of the outer petals are falling, like the ones from the back. But look at the front. Look at that. What do you think? Do you think that you're gonna try this if you haven't? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that dahlia, you guys. That one is dry. Also, I don't know, in my mind, when I was doing, when I was leaving the stem on the dahlia, in my mind, this thing was going to be like super sturdy holding the dahlia, but it's not the case. Like this thing, if I pull a little bit, I'm pretty sure this thing could just come off. Maybe not, but you get the idea. It's like super, very, very weak. Not as strong as I thought they were gonna try. But then again, I've never done this myself, so I don't know. Oh, look at that, you guys. That just looks so fresh, but again, it is so dry, so dry, so papery. Okay, how do I get those guys out? Look at this. Look at that. Honestly, I am very, very happy with the results, you guys. Like I said, it took 3 days, but seeing the condition of some of these flowers, I think that 2 days will probably be the sweet spot. Some of these flowers, the petals were falling apart and they're very, very papery, very, very light. I think that the next time that I do some of these, I'm definitely going to be doing 2 days for sure. These flowers look amazing. I cannot believe how well they kept their color, but also the shape. Some of these, because of the way that I positioned them in the container, they're a little bit smush or squash on one side, but that was just my fault. Next time, I will definitely make sure to not add any of the stems and position them standing up nicely and beautifully. I am very happy with the results. What I'm going to be doing next is that I am going to grab some sort of brush, like a very soft brush, and I am going to remove as much of the silica gel that I have still in between the petals and trying to make them look good. I'm also very excited about the project that I have for these flowers and the rest of my dry flowers that I have. So if you want to watch that, stay tuned, and as always, thank you for being here.